going to have a moment of silence to remember all women who have experienced violence, including the 14 women killed in Montreal 21 years ago. After that time, if you want to take a rose in honor of a woman that you know who has been affected by violence, and to place it at this tree here, you're welcome to do so. After that time, we have a few very short speakers. I know that it's cold and that we want to honor this day and not freeze too much. So we'll keep the whole event short. So let's have a moment of silence now. If anyone wants to take a rose from here and place it down in honor of a woman that you know who's been affected by violence, please do so.
My name's Shannon Lanaway, and I'm a teacher in School District 8, and I sit on the BC Teachers Federation of Labour BC Federation of Labour's Women's Right Committee, and I report back to the BCTF, the British Columbia Teachers Federation, what happens on this committee. And to me, the unions across the province seem to be leading the way in collecting information about where our status is in BC as in regards to women. And I just want to encourage you to become educated on the facts that are affecting women in BC. And to do that is to simply go to the BC Federation of Labour reports. The convention, which happens every 2 years, was November 29th. And there's a 2-year summary of about 14 points updating you on where women are in this province. And I just want to hit on 7 of those facts really briefly and encourage you to become aware, because there really aren't very many things in this province left that keeps us current and educated about our issues. So it's a very clear fact that women's equality and women's rights have virtually vanished from the official policy agenda in British Columbia, and that is our shame across our country. And the UN at an international level has been continually pressuring BC to change these issues. And I want to give you a very brief look at what we had back in 2002. There was a Ministry of Women's Equality, and that means that women's issues were at a provincial level communicated with all the other ministries. Now that communication has ended. In 2005, there was a Ministry of Community Services that the women's portfolio fell under, and as of 2008, following another cabinet restructuring, the women's portfolio appeared to be notionally included in with the Ministry of Olympics and Act Now. So it's fallen off. It's not an issue. Women's issues are not provincially looked at or analyzed or communicated or acted upon. The 2 biggest things that the BC Liberal government is in violation of in the Convention to End Discrimination Against Women is its failure to address women's poverty and poor social assistance, and government and the policy's failure to prevent or investigate violence against Aboriginal women and girls. BC averages about 10,000 domestic violence cases a year, and those are the ones that are reported. but has only 664 beds in 63 transition houses in 57 communities. Those transition houses, which are the last stop for women when they've left everything, their community, potentially their pets, their children's schools, and the security of their homes, help women and children escape domestic violence and survive. But they're facing a provincial funding cut of $1.2 million next year. Not that I thought that there was anything left to cut. Sure. But so I just want to end on some good news. The Women's World 2011 is a countdown and will be the largest women's conference in Canadian history, and it's called Women's World 2011. Inclusions, exclusions, and seclusions living in a globalized world is the 11th edition of this triennial global gathering of and about women. It's going to be in Ottawa, Gatineau, on the 3rd to the 7th of July, and it's really exciting that it's happening. It will convene a diversity of minds and experiences to delve into some of the most pressing issues of our time. This event will draw a rich cross-section of people around the world, from activists and researchers to policymakers. As far as BC, any women that are in unions, you can ask to develop a women's committee. You can ask your union to fund you to go to the BC Federation of Labor's Training Institute for Women on Leadership and how to be involved in your union. And that's July 13th to 17th in Victoria. And then the last thing is the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day. So 1911, it's now 2011, come this March, will be the 100th anniversary of the declaration of March 8th as an International Women's Day. Unions, women's, social justice, human rights, and other groups are coming together to make sure March 8th, 2011 is a celebration of all that we have achieved, and in these past 100 years, a reminder of where we began, and a dedication to the work that must be done if women are to achieve full equality in our societies. We hope to see that all women become involved in making this event worthy of this 100th anniversary. I would like to say one more thing. The Stolen Sisters campaign, No More Indigenous Women Lost to Violence, is an e-petition put on with Amnesty. I was the 964th person to sign on today. So if you go Amnesty International, Stolen Sisters, you can put your name and your zip code, and that puts the petition forward with Amnesty. And my final thing is to say that when women in relationships or not come to our community, make that effort to make them welcome. Go over, introduce yourself, tell them where the Women's Association is, and make it a warm, safe place for them here, and then they are no longer isolated. It takes that old-fashioned warmth to invite them in, and it may be just one conversation that will lend them to go to the Women's Association. And it's not a place of victimhood, the Women's Association. It's a place of celebration because it's still surviving after 37 years, 38, as a rural women's association. And I just want to thank you and the Women's Association for putting this on every year in the cookies. This is an important issue. So thank you so much to the women that spend their time volunteering at the Women's Association. And I want to thank the men, because without you, we can't make the women's movement go forward. And it was Jack Layton who, after 2 years of the Montreal Massacre, women wanted to mourn by themselves, and they were so angry and so hurt by what had happened with this massacre. Men were not allowed in the healing circles, and Jack Layton of the NDP party decided to get men to stand together and develop the White Ribbon Campaign. So for 16 days a year, men and women wear white ribbons, acknowledging that we will have a society that doesn't perpetuate violence against women. And it's important. There's curriculum developed, and we just have a lot of work to do still. Thank you for being here.
We're gonna keep on walking forward. Keep on